Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the rest of 2022. So this will cover the period of time between now, here in August, all the way through to December 31st. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Libra. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Kipper Oracle deck, as well as the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. All right, let me make sure we're all set up here and in view. I'll take 3 of these tarot cards. I'll take 3 of these Keepers of the Light cards, and also 3 of the Kipper cards. All right. And I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the 5 of Pentacles. So something relating to finances here coming in for you to look at, to review, to analyze, to maybe transform here in the next, call it 4.5 months between now and the end of the year. So 5 of Pentacles very rarely is about actually losing money, and it more so is about the feelings of loss, or the feeling of being left out in the cold, or the feeling of having nothing, right? So this is typically about your thoughts and your feelings, and how your thoughts and your feelings drive your reality. And so these people, they are begging, right? They are out. This is symbolism for feeling like you don't have a lot, or feeling like you don't have enough. And the idea here is, when you get the 5 of Pentacles, it's to be very mindful of dipping into scarcity thinking, or dipping into thoughts of, I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, I'll never have enough, it'll never be good enough. All of those thoughts at this time, between now and the end of the year, I would be very careful of placing those thoughts in your mind. I'd be very careful of saying things like that to yourself. The negative self-talk is not going to support you ever, but certainly between now and the end of the year. And so, yeah, there is something here involving, first and foremost, I have to say that there are definitely there are some nice bright spots, okay? There are some really nice bright spots here on this reading, and they can refer to your like career situation, your financial situation. And so there do seem to be some good things coming in here between now and the end of the year, but there's also this maybe feeling that you're having where it's not enough type of deal. And so what I would say to you with that 5 of Pentacles on the bottom, I would really try to practice being grateful for what you have. I'm a Libra. I have multiple Libra placements. I've recently, this makes sense, okay? I'm not reading for myself, I'm reading for everybody, but it does make sense where, like, sometimes I just need to remind myself to be grateful for what I have, and be grateful for everything that I've accomplished, and so forth and so on. And some of you may just want to kind of keep that in the back of your mind as you kind of move along with this year. In the overall situation, or the current situation, you have the Devil card. So this card can talk about negative thinking, okay? To pair the 5 of Pentacles and the Devil, to me, that is forecasting loss, or fear casting loss. It's a loss that has not happened yet, but instead it's you dipping into it's kind of this idea of you allowing your mind to go to the negative areas instead of allowing your mind to go to the positive areas. The Devil is a card of our shadows. It's something that we need to work through in this lifetime, okay? We all have a shadow. We all have something to work through. None of us are perfect. And so that's truly what I feel like is happening here with this Devil card. This can also come up with around issues involving power and control. And so when you get the Devil, you could be dealing with a toxic person. You could be dealing with somebody who's controlling, or somebody who's trying to sort of exert their power or their force over you, or exert their will over you. That could certainly be the case as well. Some of you may be surrounded by people who are victims, or some who like kind of take on victim mindset or a victim mentality, in that, you know, maybe the people around you could be people who are engaging in scarcity mindset. And the reality is that we are the results of the 5 people closest to us, if you ever heard that phrase before. And so some of you may also want to take inventory of sort of the company that you keep at this time as well. In the problem position, you do have this 4 of Wands. This is a card that can talk about marriage or ceremonies, celebrations. The thing is that this is also about your foundations and your achievements in life. 4 is a number of stability. And the 4 of Wands can also represent a new start in one's life. The thing is, it's in the problem position. And so some of you, okay, so if we're looking at these first 3 cards, the cross here plus the 5 of Pentacles, grounding. Okay, grounding is going to be extremely important, because the 4 of Wands in the problem position to me suggests that some of you are not grounded right now, but you always have, you know, we're looking at a pretty decent chunk of time here, call it 4.5 months between now and the end of the year. We still have the home stretch, right? We still have some time to go. I would really practice maybe grounding yourself, or doing some sort of, you know, at the very least doing a mindfulness practice, or at the very least doing something to ground your energy at this time. In the past, you have the 6 of Swords, so this can talk about sailing forward to a new place or a new timeline for yourself. This is a big card of transitions and bringing something new in. I have to say, there's something for Libras right now about you wanting something new, and maybe there's a blockage in your mind around this new start happening. And I say it's in your mind because you have the 5 of Pentacles and the Devil. Again, the Devil is more about negative thinking, and to get that combination, I definitely feel like there's something relating to your thoughts here that are maybe not exactly serving you at this time. Your thoughts can serve you, or your thoughts can hurt you. And I feel like being mindful of the times where you feel like you are speaking negatively to yourself is going to be very important. I sound like a broken record, but it's because some of you are looking to get a new start here. Some of you have been looking for a transition. Some of you may have made a transition in the past with the 6 of Swords in the past, but some of you may just be looking for this, like you're looking for what's next. And with the 4 of Wands in the problem position, there's something blocking this from happening for whatever reason. In the future, it definitely gets brighter. You have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody who is extremely excited about what they do for work. They are passionate about what they do for work. They love what they do for work. This is a classic entrepreneur. This is somebody who's successful in business and enterprise. This is, somebody who's extremely talented, and they will always work in a job, or they'll even be self-employed. They'll work in a job that they love, or they'll be self-employed doing something that they love. And I think some of you here, this could certainly be coming in for you in the future. Your passion could be reignited here in the future as we kind of progress through the rest of this year. And so whatever going on here with the Devil, the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles, I think some of you are figuring it out. I know we didn't start off this reading on the highest note, but it does get a lot better here, especially in the Staff, which is a direction that you are headed in life. You are definitely figuring something out here as this year kind of progresses on, and I definitely like to see that for you. I also want to point out that we have 4, 5, 6. They're different suits, but we have 4 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, plus the Devil is also 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. So there is a progression here happening. Those numbers come one after the other. There is something that you are progressing on at this time. And I think that this is probably in the areas of your business life, your career life, all of that type of energy. In the thoughts, so this is in your consciousness, what you are aware of. You have the 9 of Cups. You have a wish, you have a vision, you have a goal, you have a dream. The 9 of Cups is an extremely positive card, and it's a big card of having a dream or a wish. And the 9 of Cups can say that there is wish fulfillment in one's life. You could see these wishes come true, but take note of where the 9 of Cups is falling. It's falling in the area of your thoughts. And what have we been talking about this entire time? Your thoughts are extremely important. And so if I'm looking at this reading, right, if I'm watching this, if I'm the viewer, right, like if I'm the viewer, and I'm looking to take something away from this reading. You should keep this Nine of Cups energy in mind between now and the rest of the year, because the Nine of Cups is about positivity, joy, happiness, and also wishes coming in. And keep that idea in your thoughts, keep that idea in your mind, and be very mindful of the times when you dip into, I can't do this, or I'll never be able to do this, or like drop that sort of thinking at this time, because it's really not going to serve you. It really will never serve you, but certainly for the rest of this year. In the lower row, so this is in the subconscious, what you can't see, or the hidden, you do have this Two of Swords. There's internal tension here. Some of you are in a deadlocked situation. Some of you feel restricted in speech. There could be somebody in your life that you're having a challenge, like a hard time talking to, and you're having a hard time like speaking to, or there might be somebody in your life who's sort of like blocking your communication in some way, or the better way of saying this is like you have something to say to somebody, but you have a hard time saying it to them, is what I feel like is coming forward here with this Two of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Wands. I definitely feel like for some of you, there's something going on with the throat chakra here, where some of you really want to say something to somebody, but there's an issue in the communication between you and this person. It's maybe because they're exerting their power over you, or they feel like they need to exert their power over you. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have the Queen of Wands. So I love to see the King and the Queen of Wands. I will say this is not a love reading, but if some of you are like some of you here, if you're single, you will find love when you're not expecting it. And I wouldn't even really try to put energy towards love. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but basically what I'm trying to suggest here is as you focus on your passions, talents, hobbies, and interests, as the King and the Queen of Wands do, somebody will naturally just enter into your space. Because what you do is you align your vibration towards things that you like to do. And as you do that, you find people who are compatible with you. And so this is a problem that many people have when they are single and they're trying to find somebody. Instead of like going on Tinder or going on like the dating apps, oftentimes it's better to just do something that you like to do, like join a club, join a group, go on trips, sign up for classes, whatever. Doing those things will get you closer to people who are actually interested in you. And the King and the Queen of Wands are counterparts. So it is possible that some of you might find somebody when you least expect it. Now, the Queen of Wands is on a different level. To get this in your current influence is very good, because the Queen of Wands is a card of attraction. And they are attracting people into their life, or they're attracting things into their life by being authentic. So again, aligning yourself with things that you like to do could bring like nice blessings into your life, whether it's a person or it's, you attracting something else that you're hoping for, maybe success in work or success in business. In the external influence, so this is happening with what's outside of you or what's happening around you. You have the Four of Swords. This is about rest, recovery, and recuperation, okay? I think some of you are cutting out the noise. I think some of you are retreating. This person is retreating and recharging. This person's also healing from heartbreak. You see the Three of Swords card on the banner above. I think some of you are just going to, if you can avoid a conflict, I think some of you are just going to decide it's not worth it. I think that's probably what's coming forward here. In the hopes and fears, you have the Page of Pentacles. This Page of Pentacles is about prospects in life generally looking good, or it's also about good news arriving in your life. Some of you are hoping to, get some type of good prospect, or some of you are hoping for some type of offer. Pages are oftentimes offers or opportunities. They are messengers. They spread knowledge or spread information. So some of you could be hoping for an opportunity here. And in the outcome, you have the Hierophant, which could be about marriage. There is maybe something about marriage here. You have the two major marriage cards with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. But, there could be. I want to see what these three tarot cards are here to clarify. But the other thing about the Hierophant is it's anything that's traditional. So this could be traditional belief systems, a traditional like religion, or it could be also the Hierophant's also about your workplace or your work environment as well, especially if you work for a large organization. Let's go ahead and let's clarify. Let's clarify the Hierophant here and let's see what we have. All right, so you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups, and you also have the King of Swords. So this is your energy here, Libra, King of Swords. If I haven't said this already, it doesn't matter what gender you are, you can take on any of these cards. I just read these as energies. They're masculine and feminine energies, but you can just take on any of the cards just for what it's worth. So this is your energy here, Libra, and you have this Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups with the Hierophant, okay? So what's going on here is the Seven of Cups can represent an abundance of choice or offers in one's life. And you have it here with the Knight of Pentacles, which represents results or something coming into your life after having worked very hard for it. So I almost feel like, do some of you feel like you're not working hard enough when in reality you are? Because what I see here is maybe some of you looking for a new opportunity. Like I said, you're looking for a new opportunity or a new start, with the Hierophant indicating potentially the organization. And it does look like there are an abundance of results coming in for you here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. That's definitely a good sign, especially with the Hierophant, which can indicate work situations. So it's like, I feel like some of you just need to give yourself credit. You also here have message, family room, and unexpected income. Yeah, I mean, some of you working from home. Yeah, some of you, I think, are working. Obviously, a lot of people are working from home, but it's possible that, like, I'm getting like home office vibes. Like maybe you're turning one of your rooms into a home office, or you're moving somewhere where maybe you're moving to a new apartment or a new house or something where you can turn an office room into an office, or you're getting a message from a new employer or an employer where you can work from home. This may also come with a bonus as well. So I definitely like to see that. For some of you, there's something on the family front that is going to require positive thinking around as well. You have the Miriam Sacred Vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all, remember that love has no boundaries. You have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. And then you also have Odin, Psychic Insight, your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. Some of you just simply need to forgive yourself for something, okay? I really feel like some of you need to forgive yourself for something, and you may also need to forgive a family member here with the Five of Pentacles and the Devil card as well. So that's what I have here for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.